Greetings everyone, and thanks for tuning in for this Paranormal Pit Stop. Before we get started, and as we mentioned in our last upload, we've been on a bit of a hiatus working on our future on-site series, Sleepovers, which will have our hosts, likely this unlucky guy right here and a friend, exploring some of the most paranormally plagued locations around. While we will be resuming normal uploads until the release of our first sleepover, we need you, our viewers, to share us with anyone and everyone you know so we can give this new series a proper welcome. Now, let's get back to this upload. Tonight, we'll be adventuring through a historic estate located off of Hearst Castle Road out of San Simeon along the central coast of California. Dreamt up under publishing tycoon William Randolph Hearst with help from his architect Julia Morgan, and rumored to be roamed by the dead after dark. Are you ready to brave the history and hauntings of Hearst Castle? Historically, predating construction of this prestigious abode, George Hearst, who was William Randolph Hearst's father, would purchase 40,000 acres of land in 1865, including Camp Hill, which would one day hold the castle, but at this time was used as a camping and vacation spot. In 1919, William's mother, Phoebe, would pass on, leaving her son to inherit around $11 million in several estates, which included the land at San Simeon, and shortly after, construction of some of the castle's first portions was started. Though the family would eventually move into this new residence in 1925, construction of the castle would continue through the duration of Hearst's life. While Hearst had initially intended this castle act as a home to he, Melissa and his wife, and their 5 children, later the same year, the couple separated, after which Hearst would reside at San Simeon with his mistress, actress Marion Davies. Through the 1920s and 30s, the castle was visited by a number of society's elite, including by Calvin Coolidge, Winston Churchill, Charlie Chaplin, Cary Grant, the Marx Brothers, Charles Lindbergh, and Clark Gable. Sadly, through May of 1947, Hearst would experience health complications, forcing he and Miss Davies to vacate the property for the last time, after which in 1951, Hearst would pass on in LA, and in 1957, architect Julia Morgan would follow suit, putting a halt to any further additions or planning to the property. A year later, Hearst's remaining family would give the castle and its contents to the state of California, who, on May 17th of 1958, would open the premises to the public. From this date onward, the mansion has operated as the Hearst San Simeon State Historical Monument and welcomes somewhere in the neighborhood of 750,000 annual visitors. Additionally, the Hearst family, who still owns the majority of the 82,000-acre estate, has worked in tandem with both the California State Parks Department and American Land Conservancy to preserve the expanse for future generations. Hearst Castle remains open today, offering a range of touring options, ample space for events, a full theater, and more. Rather classically, Hearst Castle is rumored to harbor the restless spirits of William Randolph Hearst, of Marion Davies, and of various guests and visitors who loved the property in lives since extinguished. And to date, both staff and visitors to its grounds have told of alarms that sound without cause, of disembodied footsteps, voices, and music heard emanating from empty rooms, and of the unnerving feelings of being watched, followed, touched, or even of being grabbed by someone or something unseen. One popular tale surrounds the untimely death of American silent filmmaker and media proprietor Thomas Harper Ince, who perished in 1924 following a disagreement with William, and while on William's yacht, which is only a little suspicious if you ask us. While investigations chalk this one up to heart failure, a lot of associated parties from the era were apparently pretty convinced that Hearst either poisoned or outright shot Ince, and later paid to have it covered up. Another legend intertwines with actual history to tell that at one point during their relationship, William Randolph Hearst fell into substantial debt and that Marion Davies used her own money to pay it off. When Hearst passed on, he actually left his estate to Marion in gratitude and love, and as a return gesture of said love, Marion actually sold the estate back to his family for only $1. Interestingly, when this story has been told in front of tour groups in the Gothic study, it's supposedly resulted in lanterns and wall decorations swinging around violently, and incidentally, the relaying of said fable has actually been forbidden by management, ever since one guest claimed that whatever presence was causing this poltergeist-style phenomena actually followed her home, resulting in her insisting the estate cover the cost of a full exorcism, which we think sounds pretty fair. Lastly, several informal investigations of Hearst have yielded high EMF levels, chilling EVPs, odd malfunctions with well-maintained gear, and spectral forms and orbs caught in photography. While near the pool in the evenings, doors open and close by themselves, lights turn on and off spontaneously, knocking sounds are heard, and splashing is detected when the expanse is completely empty. Thanks for tuning in for this Paranormal Pit Stop. If you enjoyed our histories and ghost stories, subscribe to our channel, like this upload, and, as mentioned prior, share us with anyone and everyone you know so our upcoming on-site series sleepovers can get the welcome it deserves. Until next time.